Hello everybody and welcome back at Adobe Live. I'm your host Kladi and I'm here with you today to share the magic of Adobe Express and how to create a banner that will make your Etsy shop noticed. So we're going to show you some tricks to use the brand new feature that allows you to have multiple pages in one single document. Yesterday we were working already on a print design. Well, today we're going to be working on a web design, but I look forward to see you in the chat on behance.net/live. And don't forget that Adobe Express comes with a ton of wonderful and exciting tutorial for you to make all the graphics that you need. Maybe you're starting a new business, you have a side hustle, or you want to just grow your Instagram or your social media channels, and Adobe Express is the place where you can do so real quick. And I will show you today how we can create multiple banners in just a few clicks. Again, the YouTube page has a lot of wonderful other tutorials, so you can go and browse it there in order to maybe experiment even more. But let's jump right away into my machine because I want to show you real quick where we started from yesterday. So let's go ahead and see here. Let me make this full screen so we can take full advantage of our wonderful Adobe Express. By the way, if you've never been on Adobe Express before, the homepage just looks like so. You have infinite possibilities of actually accessing templates and formats right away to jumpstart your project. As I said yesterday, I was already here with you with this project, and I didn't take too much time because there was so much to do with the stickers. You can, by the way, if you're joining just today for the first time or you're watching this as a replay, you can always go back and watch the replay of yesterday as well. Again, what we did is a sticker for your packaging for your Etsy shop. So as I said, we were talking about more print-based project. But what you can do here, besides accessing the custom size and also the wonderful templates that are really super exciting and allow you to make your assets fast and without having any design experience, you can try the quick action that also are such a time saver. So either if you're a designer or a marketer, those you just simply log in on express.adobe.com. By the way, that is the place where you want to be, express.adobe.com. All you need is your email address, your Adobe ID, and everything else comes free forever. No credit card, no trials, nothing required. There are certain assets, which are the one with the little crown here, that are premium, but as you can see, all the other ones that are without the little crown icon are not premium. So you have access to a lot of professional content at your fingertips. I wanted to say hi in the chat. I can see Wade, Barbara, Elisandra. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Come and say hi. I love to say hi in the chat. Antonia, thank you for joining us, and let me know where are you watching from. I'm always excited about our international community. Again, as I said, so you can jumpstart with the size here. So you have different sizes, or you can create your customs. And by the way, those are just some of them. You can scroll in order to have even more. Oops, looks like I actually created one of them. Let's go ahead and go back. I don't want to save that. Or you can start from the templates, or you can have a go at the quick actions. I use that all the time when you have to convert a GIF, when you have to merge two videos, when you have to convert images from PDF or edit text, organize pages, or maybe combine different files into one. Is so useful. But it's time to jumpstart into today's project. I'm going to show you just real quick what we've done yesterday, just because it's part of the same brand, the same Etsy shop. So we were actually creating a sticker for the packaging, and I was able yesterday to show you how you can create multiple assets within one single document. As you can see here, we have a little arrow that allows you to go to navigate in between pages. So if I'm going to move here to the other page, that's another example of the stickers. But then those are the banners that are there. So you can copy and paste assets between different pages, which is amazing. And also it's so much easier. Instead of creating new documents, you can keep all your assets maybe for your shop in one single document. That's amazing. By the way, all this gets saved as you go. You have the little cloud there on top letting you know that everything is getting saved. But I think it's time to get started here. If you have any questions, of course, please use the chat on behance.net/live. You can watch these on both YouTube or Behance. It's completely up to you, but I'm here to answer your questions regarding design, regarding Adobe Express, and again, the beauty about Adobe Express is that no matter your design skills, no matter your proficiency or what your level, you can be a marketer, you can be maybe an editor. You do not need to be a designer to use this wonderful app, and let me show you why. So let's go back to the home page, and in this case, I'm going to create custom sizes. Now, for Etsy shops, you have two different sizes. The first thing that you want to do before you start a project is to set and to think about the final use of your project. Here you can have popular sizes. So we have the square ratio, usually used for Instagram posts. Then we have our Instagram story. And look at that, the sizes are there for you. So you don't have to worry about all these designers, sizes and numbers and stuff. Everything is there ready for you to use. All you have to do is to click on it. Same for all the social posts. Look, we have Snapchat, Twitter, so much going on here. Then you have also sizes for print or other social profiles. Again, we have a Twitch banner and much more. Or here we go, we have our Etsy cover. So we are ready to go. All we have to do is to select social profile, and then you want to make sure to click on Etsy cover. Now this is the large format. Today I'm going to show you how to create multiple pages. So we're going to have a large and a smaller one. So the larger is 3360 by 40. How do I know it? I'm reading it from Adobe Express. So all you have to do is to click on it, and then you will see that it will be highlighted into a darker gray, and then simply click on next, and you will see that Express will automatically open the artboard for you. And then you have different options. You can view all these wonderful templates, and there are many. I think there are like 3,000 flyers, 11,000 Instagram posts, 7,000 Instagram story, and so on. So you can jump into a specific category. So in this case, for example, you wanted to see a banner, you can just select a banner, or you can perhaps just choose a topic. In my case, it would have been honey, because we're working on a honey shop. And you can click on any of these assets, and you can jumpstart from any of them. Now, I'm going to show you, so all you have to do in that case is to simply click on it. As I said, you can see majority of them are free. The only one that are premium are the one with the little crown. Again, you can just simply log in with an email with your Adobe ID at express.adobe.com, and you can follow along if you wish. So you can create your banner with me right now. But I'm going to go ahead and close the templates because I want to show you how to make your own. The templates are there. They're fully customizable. You will be able to select any sort of other element of the as much as we do, and then edit its properties. Hopefully we're going to have a little bit of time at the end, and I will show you also real quick how to customize a template as well. But let's go ahead and let's get started with this template here. Sorry, with this banner here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and click on the background in order to edit the main background. If you select on this little square, it will allow you to choose a color. You can choose a color from the palette, and this saves the palette that you've been using in your latest project and in your brand. Or you can go ahead and choose any color you want. Again, you can just simply choose from the color picker. Make sure to click on the empty artboard canvas to activate it, and here on the right you will be able to choose a solid color, or even if you want to, you can jump and start and choose an image as well. So for example, if I use the word honey or bee or anything like that, of course you can upload your own. So if you have an image of your own business, you can upload that, but otherwise you can choose any of the photos that are available here. So literally you can pick whatever you want. You can adjust the zoom, you can adjust the rotation, and then something that I want to show you here is that if you add it to the background, it will basically clip it within the canvas. If you untick that, as you can see, you will see the image on its own, and you will be able to resize and reposition it wherever you want. Now you can also go ahead and delete this image if you're not happy with it, and we can start perhaps to introduce some other colors. So as I said yesterday, we created the stickers, so I kind of have an idea of where I want to go in terms of having these abstract shapes. We were talking about adding graphic elements. How do you do if you don't know how to create graphic elements? Where we have the design assets, which are just right there on top of me. And these design assets have illustration, effects, graphic groups, so much, brushes, so much more that you can do. Now let's go ahead and head back into the design assets, and I'm gonna go ahead and select one of these graphic groups. I love graphic groups. I cannot stress how these graphic groups are so amazing. They contain, and I'm just gonna go ahead and choose any of this one that has maybe something within the food and drinks. And you see, not only you have a search bar that allows you to narrow down your research right away, but also you have categories that allow you to access the assets that are the better match your topic, your brand, your shop. Perfect. So in this case, what I want to do is to select something that has some geometric shapes, maybe something that has also some circles. I'm going to go ahead and choose this carrot cake. It looks very fun. So as I was saying before, the beauty of working with the graphic assets and any other template that is part here of Adobe Express is that everything is editable. As you can see, this group is made by the image of the carrot cake, which we do not need in this case because we're going to talk about honey, but we still get to keep these fun shapes. Now I'm going to click on the background and make sure that I change the color because otherwise we do not have enough contrast. But what happened with these shapes? So first of all, one thing that you want to notice is that they have a blue bounding box that let us know that they are part of a group. You can always ungroup them, and then you will be able to access them one at a time. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and change the color of this particular shape because it's an orange on orange. We really don't see much on that. You can change the color of any assets that you have by using filters. So you can go ahead and toggle the filters in order to activate them, and then you can choose any of this color in order to apply it to your shape. Then you can go ahead also and choose a different presets. So here basically this is a duotone, so in this case it's going to mix the two different colors. You can also access different way of placing it by having a contrast, matte, or multiply, which will show just a darker color here. But again, you can have as much fun as you want finding the better combination for you. And then you also have the possibility of having enhancement, and that applies to image and object, so you can increase the brightness or decrease the brightness, saturation, and so on. So as much as you can have a starting point with the templates, everything is highly customizable. Fantastic. So I'm just going to go ahead now and resize and place these little banner, this little element for my banner here, so I can have some movement again to create some fun with my banner, just like so. But then what happens if I want to create more of this wave? I actually really like it. Maybe we can create a couple of them. So what I'm going to do here is to select it and then click on this icon here on this floating menu, or press Command D or Control D if you're working on a Windows machine, and you will automatically duplicate the shape. And then you can use either your cursor or simply just click and drag in order to move it about inside your document. Now, how do you realize which one is the first one, which one is the second one? They're the same color. So first of all, let's head back to the filters and maybe apply another color. I'm gonna use a sort of pinkish color. I know that that was something that we were working on yesterday. Was it like a pink? And how come that the other one disappeared? Well, it looks like that the one that we have added now is sitting on top of the previous one. How do we bring it at the back so we can reveal the asset that we made before? Well, really easy. All you have to do is to access this layer, which are located at the bottom right of your page. Oops, let me jump in here. And as you can see, the order of this layer matters because everything that is placed below the layer stack will display underneath whatever is placed on the layer on top. So if I want to reveal this other smaller shape on top of the other one, all I'm left to do is to select its layer and drag it on top. That easy. Boom. And here we go. We can see our beautiful color. Now, again, everything that you do is highly editable, so you can go ahead and change its color at any time you want. I kind of liked it with that filter. I think it gives a little bit more of an organic look, which that's what we were looking for. Perfect. So we're left to add just a couple things like maybe illustration items before we move into a different shape. So I'm going to go ahead here from the design assets. I'm going to go back and from the food and drink and the graphic groups, and I'm going to access my illustrations. And then from here, I'm going to type B, and we're going to have multiple illustrations of a bee. You can keep consistent, so you can have access to the same illustration that you used also for your project. This is the beauty of it. And again, like we did before, even this bee can be colorized again. So in this case, I want to make sure that we have high contrast, so I would choose white, but you can really choose whatever color you want. In fact, you can pick the color picker here and choose any color from your banner as well. It doesn't look that the pink gives me enough contrast. Maybe we can use this cream color. It looks quite nice. Or even better, we can make the bee white, and I think we probably should make these white as well. Again, how do I do that? Simply by using the filter and making sure that I bring the color to white. Perfect. All we're left to do now is to add the name of the shop. And if you change your mind, like I think that's becoming a little bit too prominent. Maybe we can use it as a container for the logo. Let's see if we can do that there. So we can make this a little bit bigger and then select these two shapes. By the way, if you hold Shift, you can click on different shapes and select both of them. So in this case, I'm selecting the two waves, and you can press Command G to group them, or simply use these little group items in order to group them. And then you can move it anywhere you want, and you can also resize them at the same time, just like so. Isn't that super cool? Perfect. So all we're left to do now is perhaps to add the name of our shop or more items. If you want, again, have fun with these design assets. There is more that you can imagine. Something that I love using are the effects group. Look how beautiful. Those are textures that you can use and overlap on top of your graphics. Something that I want to tell you about the textures and the effect groups real quick. Let's see if I just find these like little textures here. Is that you want to introduce them as a multiply effect. The multiply effect will allow you to have some sort of transparency within your graphic. So we can place this here. And by the way, what if I just want this side of my little color and I don't want the other one? You can always crop any asset you want. Here we go. So you can delete the side that you wish not to use, and then in this case it's set to screen, so the lighter color will display. If you wanted to set it to multiply, the darker color will display. And again, the very last thing, which I didn't have time to add yesterday, are these little stars. Here it is unfortunately the same orange, so we cannot see it. But again, click on it, the detail will open up, and in this case, you can simply go ahead and pick whatever color you want. And you can duplicate it like we did before for the wave, and you can start to place them over and over again. But what if we want to add a different banner? All you're left to do here is to click on Add Page, and that was the feature that I was telling you about. So you can have the same of this page or whatever you want. In this case, I'm going to choose custom, and the smaller banner for Etsy is 2400 pixels by 320 pixels. Oops, make sure to delete the other one. Make sure that you have your pixel selected there as a unit, and then click on done. And we have another page with the same within the same document. So we have everything here for your original banner. I can go ahead and select everything that I've done, and then you can press Command C and copy, move into the other page, Command V to paste it, and everything is pasted here. Now, if you don't see all the white elements, is because we have not set the background. So the first thing that probably you want to do here is to make sure that you also set the background. It didn't copy it right away because it was something that we set directly. So it wasn't a shape, it was just the background there. And all I'm left to do is to resize, select and resize the element that we have created. I think that the only thing that we're left to do here is to select the name of our shop. I think our shop was called the Oni shop, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and click on add your text. Of course, look at that. Even here we have bios, sales, events. There are so many categories you can choose from. In this case is the name of the brand. So I'm just going to go ahead and type it, the honey shop. And by the way, on the right, so on the left here, you always have the tools, so things that you can apply. And on the other side, you have the properties, so everything that you can edit. So the on shop. Now, what if I don't want to have it center align? You want to have a left align? Well, no problem. As I said here, you can left align it if you wish to do so, and I should do that in a second. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the brand, I think it's font, I think it's called Obviously. Here it is. And we're gonna set it also into its wide and bold, the font family. That was it. Sorry, I'm going too fast because the time here is literally running way faster than us. So here you have your shop name. Perhaps you want to resize that a little bit smaller. You have your illustrations. You brought color in order to make your shop noticeable. You can also duplicate stuff like the little texture that we had there, and then you can flip it so you can bring it on the other side. And again, as I said, here looks like it's covering the B. So remember, click and drag on top of the layer to make sure that you align things appropriately. So we'll have the B that sits on top of the actual effect texture that we set. Now, what if we want to bring the same logo? Do we have to repeat it and do it again with the same banner, open a new document? Absolutely not. Remember, we just create the other banner on the other page. So all we're left to do, again, select it by clicking on it, Command C to copy, head to the other page at the back, and then Command V to paste. So here we have the name of the shop right there. And again, we have here our little texture. I wasn't getting the word, and we can simply make it on the other sides just to keep that consistency. And that's such a great time saver. So not only you can create this banner fast, but you can also create multiple pages within the same document. You can copy and paste within the pages, and that allows you also to showcase consistency, to keep everything in the same place. And all you're left to do now is to simply click on the download button and make sure you can select here. Look how beautiful. You can also download all pages in one go. Make sure to activate all pages, select your preferred format, and then click on Start Download. You can download on your machine. I'm going to call these Honey Banner. And I'm going to go ahead and choose my desktop. And I'm going to select the little Express folder that we had ready and select Save. And then if we can see here, it actually created a zip folder. So everything is kept together for our little project. So here we have one banner and the other one. And we've done that, what, in 20 minutes? You don't need to be a designer. All I've done is literally went and drag and dropped and edited in order to match the color of my brand, of my other assets. And those are ready to go. All you left to do is to upload them to your shop. Those are made of the right size. We started from the size that was given here. Don't forget to name your project. I'm going to call this one Honey Shop Banner. And don't forget, I never pressed save once. Everything is saved and everything is in place. Now, real quick before we go, I promised that I was gonna leave 1 minute to show you how to use a template. I'm just gonna choose any template like this one here. Simply click on the template to in order to bring it up, and all you're left to do, as I said before, in this case you do not need to bring the tools from the left because everything is already there. All you have to do is to click on the different elements. In this case, perhaps we want to click on the background and we can replace this photo. So there is clearly a photo in the background, and we can also resize it if we wanted to. Let's see and find one that probably fits best our document. Or maybe we can completely delete the photo if we wish to do so. And let's go ahead. It looks like my computer is having a little think with this image here. It's saving my project, so it's taking a second. But anyway, all I wanted to show you is that with your template you have all the items in place when you start from scratch. I'm just gonna go ahead and select another one. Let's see if we can do something a little bit faster here. Maybe this one. You can change the text. Remember, the tools are on the left, the properties are on the right. All you're left to do is to select on the item that you wish to customize. And then I think that's just my internet having a little hiccups here in order to load the document. But you will be able to select anything you want. In this case is the background. I have no idea why it's not showing it. Let's see if we change it, and then we can go ahead and see it. No, it looks like it's not showing it at the moment. But anyway, so you can go ahead and change any of the templates as you want. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. We have created our banners. By the way, everything that you create is just, I'm gonna move right here below, so you can go ahead, and if you make any changes at your shop, or if you maybe need to change any color, you can go ahead and click on it in order to access your project. Let me just do, I know that we have like 1 minute to go, but I want to do a quick refresh to see that that brings everything back to life. Here it is. That's all it needed. It just needed a quick refresh. So maybe if you decide to change the color of the background because, you know, it's a different season, you want to do something that is a little bit more Christmassy. So you want to, you know, maybe to use red. Here we go. You just access your previous project, or maybe again, it's summer. You want to change it and maybe having a blue color. That easy, and everything is kept into place. You can access your other banner as well, and just simply again click on the background and do exactly the same thing as you've done before and change the background, and everything will be kept in the same place. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed this stream. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye, but I will be back later on Adobe Live with the Illustrator Challenge. There is so much more fun coming on Adobe Live. Don't forget that you can get a ton of tutorials on Adobe Express on its YouTube channel. So make sure to head on YouTube and watch all these wonderful tutorials to learn how to make any graphic fast without having the design fuss, even if you're not a designer. Now stay tuned for the text portrait challenge coming up with Sam Peterson here on Adobe Live, and I look forward to see you very soon. Bye everybody.